This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Hey everyone, so in this video we're at home and I'm just gonna walk you through some little apartment projects that I've been working on since we moved here and just some other random day in the life stuff. So spoiler, there's nothing revolutionary in this video, but I think sometimes the mundane things in other people's lives can be interesting, so let's get into it. The first thing that I'm happy about, my giant rubber tree is doing really well here. It currently has 4 new leaves growing and it's already sprouted 2 others just since we've moved in over the last month, so that's great. It was a real project to move it in here, so I'm trying not to think about how big and beautiful it's gonna be by the time we move in a year, but for now I'm just happy that it's doing well. So I'm obviously doing my best to keep germs at bay in our apartment right now, and I wipe down this front entryway area pretty regularly because it's where we drop our keys and our wallet. I've been just using this old spray bottle and a 1-to-1 solution of filtered water and 99% isopropyl alcohol because it's what I had on hand in my medicine cabinet, and I honestly haven't been able to find anything better at the grocery store right now. I mean, this is obviously a super simple recipe, but I personally learned it from old Clean My Space videos from years ago, so I'll link them in the description. Also, I cut this giant monstera leaf from a plant behind our apartment and it's making me so happy. I was gonna put it in our kitchen because it doesn't get very much natural light back there and so I can't put plants in it, but for now I just really like it right here, so I might end up just cutting another one for the kitchen. So speaking of the kitchen, here we are, designating this little box for all of my water bottle and mason jar lids has been a real game changer for me. Before I did this in our old place, they were just all shoved into a drawer and it was super annoying because they would always get caught on the drawer when I tried to open it. And this container isn't super organized, but it is easy enough for me to find what I'm looking for, which is the idea. I also still use that thrifted shelf basket thing to store my stasher bags, but as you can see, most of them are in use right now, but I still really like it. During this time of uncertainty, I find that I'm really trying to find joy in just simple little things. So obviously gratitude is a really important practice for any time, but I find myself really leaning on it right now to just keep my spirits up. So this is really small and silly, but one of my favorite Castile soap scents is the Dr. Bronner's hemp eucalyptus one. That's what I'm filling up here, and it's my favorite because I bought it for the first time at Rainbow Grocery Co-op in San Francisco a few years ago, and it was on a road trip that Nick and I were taking up the coast, and after I bought it there, we used it to clean our dishes in the rest of the campsites that we were staying at. So when I smell it, it just makes me think of that trip and camping, and it makes me really happy. Another random, comforting thing that I've been doing for myself recently is drinking veggie broth out of a mug like it's tea. That's kind of weird, I feel like, but I don't care. I really love this broth from Firm Farm in Costa Mesa. They make a bunch of stuff in-house, but my favorite things from them are their veggie broth, their kombucha, and their vegan coconut yogurt. They're all just such treats for me. I make my own broth too from veggie scraps, but theirs just taste so good that I could literally drink it out of a mug. So this was a different day, maybe a Wednesday, not really sure, but I got my first Imperfect Produce Box delivered, and this is 100% not an ad. I paid for this myself. They don't know who I am. I'm just sharing because it was honestly a very exciting part of my couple weeks here that I've had. So anyway, as you can see, there's quite a bit of plastic in this box, and for now I'm okay with that. They sell produce that grocery stores won't buy because of cosmetic imperfections or packaged products that are just in surplus, or other items that are within a month of their best buy date. These things can and usually do end up in the landfill, so when you buy them, even though they're packaged, you are reducing our overall waste as a society, which is great. I'm putting the produce in this bowl so that I can just wash it right away before I put it in the fridge. And then these are the other things I was able to get in addition to my produce. I got a 4-pack of this Brew Doctor kombucha. I love this brand, and they had this on the site because they're discontinuing this flavor and had a surplus of it, but I really like it. I've never heard of this specific brand before, but it's just like an organic pasta sauce, which is great. And then these coffee beans were another surplus product. They apparently, Imperfect Produce buys them directly from the farmers that would otherwise have to sell them at a loss. So yeah, it's not plastic free, but it's still a great way to save money and reduce the amount of waste heading to the landfill overall. Okay, so the last little project in this video involves Nick. We made these sound dampener panels for our old place, and we've been meaning to make a few more, so we just made one more on this day. In studios, like music studios or whatever, the walls are usually lined with a plastic-based foam to dampen the sound, but I wanted to try something cheaper and more eco-friendly for our place, so this is a great option for us. Nick actually made these frames. He made the other frames that we have, but this one specifically is just made from an old canvas that we ended up taking apart. So basically, we just wrapped the old canvas frame with towels. My sister gave us these striped ones. We stretched them over the frame, staple gun it, and then just add all the scraps of the other towels to the back of it. This is our toolbox right now. It's kind of crazy and unruly, but we were able to pick up a lot of this random stuff at garage sales, hence all the plastic Ziploc bags. But by shopping secondhand like this, it's a great way for us to reduce our overall waste and use things that are already in the waste stream. So yeah, I'm really happy with how they turned out. I like that we used the towels that are of similar color for the front so that they look kind of put together, because I know they're going to be out quite a bit in our loft. But for now, we just have them up against our standing desk, and it's really like our own little personal audio studio, which is great. Thanks so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes to keep your creativity flowing. Last month, I shared Erin Boyle's class about everyday minimalism, and I really enjoyed it. And this month, I wanted to share Erin Draplin's class about designing great stuff. So this class talks specifically about merch design, which is really cool. If anything, these two classes give you a glimpse into the wide range of topics covered in Skillshare classes, everything from minimalism to merch design, illustration to digital marketing, and so much more. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in my description will get a 2-month free trial of the premium membership so you can explore your creativity and take as many classes as you want. Make sure you let me know what classes you end up taking, and stay well. Bye.